What is going on, everybody? In today's video we're going to be using big baits to target early spring bass. I'm going to call it early spring. They're just starting to spawn, and the lake that we're fishing is typically very clear. The big baits that we're going to be trying to be using are kind of like big glide baits and big mag drafts, six inch plus. And then at least that was the plan anyway. We may have found a few fish on the beds and messed around with them for a little while, but the guy that I was fishing with is Blake Knies. He's got a YouTube channel. I think it's called Blake Knies Fishing. He often comments on a bunch of videos, so if you guys are looking for some tournament style fishing videos and some more informational videos, go check him out, definitely, for sure. He's got a lot of good videos on there. I'm in a couple of them, so I'm kind of biased on those, but anyway, yeah, so the goal of the day was to go out and see how many fish we could catch using big baits. There was a tournament the day before, and actually we found out there was a tournament day of, so tag along. We'll see what we get into. Yeah, also the funny thing is that net?
Yes, sir, man.
Yes, oh, whatever. Yes. That's a good one. Big baits do work. Yeah, you did.
I couldn't tell how big it was. I just saw him fly.
The swirl's pretty nice size swirl.
He is not following it anymore. I wonder if he's got a bed up there. On that little riprap bank.
Yeah, it was, yeah. They're just all spawners.
Is that it?
It's a stump.
Tree or what is it?
There ought to be one here somewhere.
I would just go back and sight that one real quick. Set the big fish down for a little bit.
Like, we talked about this.
What did we say?
We were gonna do it. Like, we were gonna see one and then just go fish for it.
Makes me want to slide up here after we fish these little things a little bit.
There's a white spot right underneath that.
Yeah, I was looking at him up there. There's a couple little white spots up there. Oh, I just had one follow.
Did you really?
Pretty sure. Yeah, he's right on.
Yeah, you still got him. Oh, yeah. Oh, That's what you call calling your shot. If you catch the female on the second cast, it's gonna be, why didn't we just throw that the first time?
Well, I wanted to wait. Oh my god.
Oh, that's nice.
I wanted to wait until I got them fired up.
Yeah.
She ain't actually that big.
All right, now I can catch the male, right?
Oh. It's not a fluke yet.
Yeah.
It's not. It didn't have it. Wasn't even hooked. It just had it swallowed down in there. That was wild.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, oh crap! I'm gonna kill this fish. I try to get this hook out, and then just pulled out. That one's a keeper, right?
Oh yeah. I think the male's a keeper too, if we can catch it.
I don't know. The male.
But he's 13.5 inches.
2, 3, 5.
The funny part is the male hasn't bit yet.
Up to the bed. What'd you say?
The male hasn't bit yet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mouthed that a couple of times, but it's not eaten.
Got the old fluke back, Chris.
I knew you were. She had that thing past the crushers.
Yeah. Because I saw a line. I was like, it looks like there's extra line hanging off this fish. Did it get tangled in somebody's line up there? I didn't even think about it.
You mean the line that you broke off? Oh yeah, now there you go.
Got like 9 pounds, Chris.
Hey.
So the male's still up there?
Oh yeah. Not anymore. No!
No.
Look at that. How does that happen?
Yep.
Bummer. Okay, cool. Yeah. I mean, hell, those guys are on the point. Oh, what the? Are you kidding me?
Do you want to just follow it?
Yeah, he bit it. I don't know. That's a black crappie. It's sick. I mean, it ate it right here. No, because I wasn't looking.
I don't think it was on mine, because I was faced this way.
It wasn't a very big one.
It didn't sound very big, but you can't necessarily tell.
Like, I looked down, and I saw the tail of it. It is disappointing though, I can tell you that much. It did not feel good.
It almost looked like a little white spot right there. There's another bobber for you.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about that? White spot on the side of that log.
Pretty good one on the right side of that post up there. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Woo!
First mag draft fish.
That is my first one. Heck yeah, I watched him eat it too. Am I recording?
Especially,
On my head?
yeah.
Okay, sick. Oh, wow. I don't know how that happened. He's got the tail through the gills.
It's got to be painful.
He'll live. All 11 inches of him.
Yeah, you don't necessarily. That's a mag draft. You really don't.
Come on, eat one.
A little white spot looking things up there.
Oh, just didn't want yours.
Nice. Right off that stump, I guess he.
Yep.
They like your mag draft better than they like mine. Measure him, see if he keeps.
This one's gonna die.
Catch him in the gills.
Yeah. Perform surgery. He's gonna live. He's 13 inches, I'm sure.
Well, it's gonna be 14, but sometimes 14-inch fish are a lot smaller than I think now.
13 on the dot. Alright, so as you can tell, didn't film an intro or an outro for that video. Blake and I ended up doing pretty decent, or what I would consider doing pretty decent, throwing some bigger style baits, and then we did get into some bed fishing and actually caught a couple fish back to back on a bait that Blake and I designed for drop shot, and originally it was for a Damiki rig, but anyway, still kind of testing that little bait out, but seems to be doing pretty decent, at least when you're around fish. But I think Blake caught Blake caught 3 on the glide bait, a couple 3.5 pounders, and then I think a 2 and some change. I think what we rounded out to be 9 pounds on the glide bait. I ended up catching a couple shorts on the mag draft. Going into that day, I'd never caught a fish on a mag draft. I've never even had a bite. So I kind of really want to had it. I started out not in my hands. I started out not fishing it. And then Blake was prompting me like, hey, you need to fish this bait. He's got some confidence in it and some other points of info there. So he was adamant that I should be throwing it. So I pretty well glued it in my hands the rest of the day after that. Then we got into a pocket and I got my first bite, and then started catching fish after that. So definitely a learning experience. I have a lot more confidence in the mag draft, specifically big baits in general as well. I'm a big fan of glide baits. I think they have an enormous amount of drawing power, even in a lake that doesn't have shad. So that lake supposedly, I don't know, doesn't have shad in it, and we were throwing shad color baits, shad shaped baits. And I think, you know, they ended up doing pretty well. The fact that we were able to catch fish, even fishing behind other people fishing tournaments, speaks volumes. They clearly didn't catch them. Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot in the day that we kept the big baits glued to our hands. So anyway, if you're interested in some more videos like this, be sure to click on some other videos on the channel. I've got a lot out there, turkey hunting, deer hunting, everything in between. So yeah, tag along, and appreciate you guys clicking on this one.